Oh my god, he's firing back.
Spicy.
Damn, dude.
You were just being silent here, listening to the panel, and we got some.
Yeah, what in the world?
P1 on
Just joins the
defense,
power.
bleed on
But
attack.
anyway, Darion's first official match on Neon, I
Holy
believe.
man,
So
don't
we'll
go for
see
Chobra.
how
He's
well prepped he is, especially with the recent changes. A lot of people have been looking good
it's
on
nuts.
it. And it's going to be the first jump just
Wait, the
forward.
Teva really
He
messed up
hits
the
Relic,
timing
taking
on
some
this.
form right from behind. Ooh, close fast lane. That's going to push Stacks back. They're not going to be able to get the pinch from the door either. So sight will be opened up.
Yeah, side player not able to hit the shot. And
Free
fortunately
sight,
there,
please get over
no
towards the
contact
site. They have
really
the
gives
Omen
Stacks
flash.
Any kind of kills here.
They
Also,
would,
just to point out the fact that
They
the
would
last
do
time we
well
saw
to
Bleed
lose
on
this.
map, it was Zest that was playing on the
Sure.
Viper, right?
Yes.
So he's back on
Wait
his
for the Omen flash,
more
flashback.
knowledgeable role, which is the initiator, which is always going to be great. Now the retake comes in.
There's the
Fault
Omen
line doesn't
flash,
really stop anything.
flashback.
Izu could not get the pick
Yeah.
onto Durian here.
Oh, they didn't get a
Flashback,
kill
but
from
down
it,
to 10,
but
can't really push
it's still
too
good
much.
enough.
It is just going to be seeing how far T1 can press back into the site. Back to the site is going to get scary, caught out, and Crazy Guy's just by himself.
They should have been
Does
fine.
have a recon dart to maybe
On
stop
paper-
the plan from happening, but there's still
on
two
paper they
players right
won
in front
out,
of him. Saya player will
but
get the catch, and that
in
is
reality,
T1.
they didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just going to go for that defuse. Already got the
For Saya,
half.
yeah.
So Saya will just be going towards that ultimate there. Turn to force. And now bleed. I mean, the reload timing's a little bit unfortunate. They each had to reload one at a time, and then the spacing from T1 is just perfect on the swing out.
Yeah.
One spike already planted on the C site. I'm sure some.
This is
people
for
will
content.
have
It's
some
for
fun.
it's
Yes,
for their
indeed.
careers, man.
Oh yeah, this is. I mean,
Their
this is a
livelihoods.
very, very traditional retake. on
Them
C,
being
especially
in
with the pistols,
Tier
right?
1 next year,
Until after the first
not having
out.
to go to Tier 2,
Yeah,
which is going to be an
it's not really
absolute.
for you with the ghost, to be able to try to spam through.
You don't want to be in Tier 2 at the
Oh,
moment.
okay,
They're
wow.
so happy
Yeah,
already.
great,
Does.
great
I don't think
vibes.
many orgs are
Yeah,
going to be in
almost
Tier
like
2
losing
next
his
year.
breath over laughing
So
there.
And
might be the
it's a
difference
insane
between
laugh
being
if
a
it's
salary
in-game
player
laugh,
and not being a
not
salary
Yes,
player
yes,
this game.
exactly. Yeah.
Put yourself on the
I'm not
market.
doing it, but
The
like-
laugh tech.
Yeah, the micros on the laugh. Anyways, that is going to be
Yeah, that's the
T1
best way to
making
say it
use
for
of their
Enter.
util.
It
You
is
do
going to
see
be a
some
shit
push out
show.
of Mound just
Not
to
wrong.
get that orb charge for Stacks. While the Saya player is holding here.
Tier 1's
with
going to
a
be sick.
outlaw in hand. Ooh, they
So-
gotta be careful.
Yeah, at least they spotted.
Ah.
Now, Darion has one of his own with full armor, so he is 100% trying to target T1. 4 people with half armor. So Darion just looking to take these weapons out of their hands.
I
And if
would
this
do.
works, what
I'm
a
telling
play,
you,
what a call
every
it would
single
be for
team that
Bleed for
didn't
this
make it
investment
to
to
champs,
have
I would
T1
probably
here
rebuild.
on the eco. Everyone else, of course, on classics and one sheriff.
Yeah, so they invested the money of
Yeah,
Crazy
there's
Guy
too
for
much.
this. If it doesn't do anything, that
There's
means
too
that
many
Crazy
good
Guy coming to the
examples of
next
how
round
strong
would just be
being fast to the
util
market and
and
getting
maybe
all
a
of
sheriff,
these
I'm
players
assuming.
are.
Saya player though on the first contact does get the first shot in and
Oh.
just falls back, wall bang. You'd love to see it, but that's gonna hurt for Durian.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He was meant to survive.
They
the
didn't
first
make
shot,
champs, so
but
playoff
Hero lands
champs.
back. So they get one, and now T1's wary of this weapon. So they'll try to
I
make
would
sure
maybe
that they don't give any
have an
free shots.
exception
He's
for
just
some of
gonna
the
back
single
out of it
elim
again.
teams.
Most of them on that half armor.
Like,
In
I
fact, none
would-
of them
I
full
would
armor
judge the
anymore.
single elim
Stacks gets
teams,
some damage down. He's just
like,
jiggling, buying time.
one by one,
Good for
but
another kill. Scary. He's
as a
looking for
blanket
it.
statement,
Oh,
I'd be fine with
great.
it.
Between the 2 remaining members of Bleed.
You can't
Spike
plan
land,
it.
yeah, no time though. But they're just looking to take away all the weapons.
Fully.
Red
Footy's
line.
going to swing into
He's
it.
gonna be maybe happy
It's a
just to
really
pull
good
this right to that
bonus.
money. And Scary trying to bait
I mean,
it
really good
in,
eco.
and oh, they don't. Oh, the plant does go through. Okay.
Yeah, Plan
Yeah, I
went
believe
down
I
though,
saw
so
it
they got
pop up
money.
on the UI. And so,
Their money is reflecting that. So
yeah, so they did
Okay.
get it, but they also go down. So, you know, each,
RV? Bruh, I
each
don't know what's
team
going on with that team.
eventually getting what they wanted at the very end. But T1, of course, taking a big hit. And you dropped 3 weapons. Then on top of that, you gave away the spike plant.
Yeah, and I love how Bleed was able to kind of reach that point where it's just them kind of ping-ponging between Baby Door to maybe go to B, and then they went back to A, just checking if someone from T1 wants to just keep track, and they got caught, which is perfect, so that allowed the frags to come in swiftly from for Bleed.
Izu quick to whip out the sheriff once again. The pain shells gets a kill as well, and it's just a
Yeah,
giant
the
mess
nades,
here in
the
Rumble.
nade Teva
As
was
Bleed
really
trying
strong
to
on
force
this.
the
Izu's
fight,
low HP.
not finding the result they
Good,
wanted,
try
and during
something
all
a
this
little bit
T1,
mental.
Saya player has pushed out of C Mound entirely outside of Mound, so the map now cut in half. T1 knows 100% that Bleed are still stuck here on
Whoa,
the
you're
side.
absolute
finding the kill.
lunatic, man.
Just loves to go for that one. It does at least garnered the attention of Bleed here, so you can see that Izu might have found access to the back of the site if this shot there comes in. Oh,
Oh, man.
what a
Holy.
flick from Izu. Okay, 2 versus 2.
You'd imagine
Still
Stacks
very
played this normal.
expensive for Bleed.
Yeah, I mean, already quite a
planted.
real loss here for Bleed,
Oh,
and now
no.
it's getting just beyond that. It's already a bit of a loss here for Bleed. Scary has to clutch up for the silver lining. Carpe trying to get information. They've already snuck Saya player all the way through a tree. Scary, he's wary of it because of the door. Sounds on both sides, but Carpe has
crosses,
crossed.
joins
Scary
his team,
tracks the
picks up his
footsteps,
gun. He's played it well.
waiting for the peaks. He's calling their bluff. Trying to find it. He finds the first kill. Saya's weak as well. And the swing out. Scary's
yeah,
ready
36
for it.
HP. Survives
The
this one.
triple
This is a
for the
very
clutch.
nice bonus from
So
T1.
smart.
Stacks,
He
man.
just
Come on.
found an angle where T1 would not be comfortable actually having that defuse. Forces, as you were mentioning, or rather just waits for the repick from the two of them and somehow still manages to isolate that 1 versus 1 fight. Side player just did not have any vision whatsoever. It was very close, but look at this. The isolation and then the confidence from Scary to know that Saya player is just going to feint the tap on the spike and actually swing up for the challenge.
Well, again, saving graces from Scary.
Find you.
A miraculous clutch there just to put the round on the board, but they will have to invest everything else they had. And Saya
Why is Sova being
takes a
used
bit of
more
a
on
hit.
Lotus?
Just trying to get that first
Because
knock.
Cypher's
He'll
going
answer,
up a
of course,
little
in
bit,
return, and that
and
left
everyone's
area
running
so
like,
weak.
well,
Goes
I
down
say
to the
everyone.
initial burst of
A
the
lot
bait
of
shells.
teams are running Breach.
Very painful. Can't really do too
Neon.
much about that, but now this just
Well,
means that there's
it's
no
a mix
more
of.
spear tip for
It's a mix of
Bleed.
those two.
Try to come into the site, and well, I take it back. Things like that by getting catch on Saya player could actually let them get that A access, but Izu and Stacks are still here. That being said, Izu does have his wits about him. I was his showstopper, but you know what? If he can wall bang
Well.
like that, he doesn't need to use it.
Yeah, just here's the drone and accurately pinpoint wall bang onto him.
Fake.
Here's
from
the
the
cancel
shadows,
as
just
well,
faked
so that's
out.
full info.
Obscure now still fishing for information. This one way is going to make this rotate a lot slower from Bleed. The fault line should give a bit of a heads up for T1. But they're
As
still
his
not gonna
Omen
bite
Flash
onto it
can just
just
play
yet.
back a site here.
Don't have complete information.
Yeah, this can just
T1,
be a perma smoke.
they will happily wait as they still
Ooh.
have that showstopper for a retake.
Yeah, that paranoia.
Or at least tell the Viper to put the smoke down.
Difficult to push
30
it
seconds
into the seaside if
Nice.
they wanted to do so. Open the door, but I mean, there's a. Okay, no, side player's down, so they can at least try to do something. But that's
Now I got no fuel for the wall.
19 seconds. They slowly creep in. Paranoia though, but
One
look at the
enemy
contact.
Yeah,
coming in
only
from
just.
both
They're lucky to
Carpe
bleed
and
a little bit
teammate.
slower on
Spike's
this.
already been dropped down. Scary sure is going to be able to fight back a little bit, but
10
then
seconds
come
left.
to the side is going to be Extra throwing out his own Paranoia. No more time left, and that's going to be Bleed conceding this one.
Yeah, Scary will just have to keep this weapon. He's waiting to see if Excurate swings on him. That'll
Damn,
be
that's a long
the
message,
last
man.
moments of the round. Looking at the minimap, Excurate, he's gonna run into his crosshairs. Okay, just tucks away a time as well, as the Econ not entirely healthy on the side of T1. But now, of course, the snowball begins.
Oh, this is so difficult for Bleed here. Somehow, some way, these initial contacts. And again,
Honestly,
I
it was
think
a good
this is
summary though.
The same kind
And
of
look at that, useful
style,
chat.
aggression, and confidence.
a long
that we
message,
saw
but you nailed
from
it.
T1 when they first brought Saya player back on his chamber, right? It's him just again utilizing.
You
to the max
prefer
that rendezvous,
Baby Door,
getting his good
Broken Door, or
contacts, and
Hobbit? The
making
shortest
their
one, Hobbit.
opponents second guess if they actually want to go
Oh,
for
so
that
you don't want to
challenge,
say
because they've
door
already
when
been
there's loads of
stopped enough
doors.
by the snipe.
Jarion still going for the challenges.
wow.
He'll actually get both kills down to 1 HP. But mission successful. Opening up the site. He even gets a third. What a reaction.
Yeah, that's a big
Off the
round,
double
man. That was
swing.
nice.
Sure,
Saya.
Carpe gets the posthumous death, or the kill,
One
rather,
shot
with the
everyone.
snake bite. But it's too late. Now the Outlaw, everybody one shot from it. Could see Saya return to his old form. He's going to check behind the box. He gets the
Oh,
first
no.
one. It's a headshot just to guarantee it. 2 remaining members. Not a full health on either one. Not full armor on either one. Saya,
The smoke.
hoping he has a chance. Just going to try to spam through. See if he can get it. Switches out to the Headhunter. Fishing for it, but they're above and beyond.
Hey, brutal run for them to lose, but
just
just shout out to Darren here. I mean, that was
amazing
individually pretty impressive.
From Bleed there. They caught T1 actually going for that double up
Been playing
stack,
well this
double
split. Yeah,
up
he's definitely
setup,
had a couple of maps
and
where he's
was just
looked
able to dissect it very
pretty
quickly.
decent.
Sure, there was going to be that trade-off, but look at how quickly Durian was able to pop 2 of the shots, getting that seaside, and then anybody else that was from Bleed, excuse me, T1 coming in from Waterfall, fell into his trap. They waited maybe a second for that Prowler to get contact with Durian. They could have actually gotten him without any collateral, but still, great job from Durian.
And now it's a full send. I think trying to
Yeah, same thing again,
potentially
just into
target the Jordan
overwhelm.
Force, but if it's not here, they will just gladly push all the way through. A nice attempt from Sion player, but
Yeah,
that does leave
Stacks
Stacks open.
is
It's going to be
just...
the weapon swap for Darren as well. He's
What's
not
he doing,
going to
man?
overheat. He's not going to push beyond. They still hold on to Mount as well, and it looks like Scary actually might be looking for an opportunity to lurk all the way around if it poses itself. As a lockdown will be buying a lot of time for Bleed here in the post plan.
That's true. They are spotting Retla somewhere bottom of the C site. They still have to just try to run away, or else
What
that
is
Thanos one's gonna
this
get some
round
value,
from
which it kinda
T1?
does.
Like, are
One
they...
detained as well.
Are they for real
Sion
in this
player
round,
just
dude?
cannot find any
I
success
know the
with his
team's
tour de
probably
force here. His top
rebuilding,
two
but
shots
guys,
through the
come
smoke
on.
just to maybe fish a kill or whatnot, but it is not going to be possible. He does have a Phantom in hand, so he's not going to at least over-aggress, save the weapon with the rest of the team, but so far, Bleed are able to get the C site twice successfully.
Yeah, you can tell Obscured already all
Nice,
the way on the
shocker.
other side of the map, calling for the save. They lost too much time. I mean, that lockdown was placed so late after the spike goes down that Bleed just had a massive advantage in that post plant, and now tied up.
This one goes to overtime, right? A T1 play like this round,
Whether
Bleed.
it's just because it's turning
Bleed
up to be
annihilate them,
fairly
yeah.
strong in this meta, or is it specifically to counter the chamber one way or the other? Seems to be doing good work here for
Why are
Bleed
they both
Sports.
up in the... Like,
Right.
they're trying to play
Also
this
have to give
pause
it
against the
to-
Killjoy as
I
well.
think it's also maybe some of the players in T1 just wanting to not lose that map control, but because they're willing to go for that fight and not win that duel. It's those kind of things that once it happens already, you're like, ah, yes. It was not a mistake, but it was a fight that definitely cost us this side and that side. Oh! Especially that one.
Yeah, a rare miss from Cyan, but the showstopper now ready.
Whoa, whoa, he jumped forwards.
He just
That was sick.
runs forward on the mound, uses the
Alright,
slope
you're
to
in
his
for next year.
advantage.
You made it.
The next current now stuck here alongside Sax. They have to fight their way out of here. Sax good for one kill, trying to just fish for more. He knows that crazy guy is stuck right now, using that to his advantage in this 2v2. Wants to narrow it down by so much
For
time.
one
Carpe
play, yeah,
gets the kill.
you're in.
A 2v1, and now Carpe will choose to regroup. No reason to pinch. Go for the 2v1. Spike already confirmed to be here on Mound.
Yeah, Stacks here on Mountain looking to be an absolute hero. Retla could still do some damage here. Has the Nano Swarm. If he knows that they've crossed on the other side of Mountain here, he could get a catch off. Now breaks the hunt. Carpe has not shown his presence just yet. He's about to go for the swing. Spots out the head. Taps it once. 1 versus 1. And
Oh,
will get none other than Retla.
Bro.
Oh, man. What an adjustment on that spray.
I mean, nice 1v2 from him.
I mean, the first shot was so clean, too, but the
Oh,
second,
love
just
to
pacing
see
off,
some
going for the best option. He had already swung out a bit
convincing
wider.
swings
Didn't
from
have an option to back down.
T1.
Oh, what a
Get him in as
clutch.
well? Yeah, he's in now.
And Zest just jumping down from the slope
Everyone's
as
secure in
well.
this spot.
Bleed pulling out the heroics, playing up to their potential. Yep, showing just so much signs of life here for the fans that have been waiting to see this version of Bleed all year.
You know, Bleed has a player called Crazy Guy, but Zest is a cool guy. Because cool guy don't look at explosions.
Yeah, that's true.
There you go.
All right, positions himself perfectly for that one. Just didn't have the shades.
Well,
Next time
they
I'd
win
love to
3
see
in
the
a row and he
sunglasses.
calls a timeout, but
But the timeout called, I presume, after
I'm pretty
the
sure they
initial
thought they had lost the
bout on
round.
Mound, and after they were stuck in that 2v2, perhaps Coach Legia wanting to make sure that his players have extra options, even though they were able to clutch out that round.
Yeah.
And I think T1 probably not
This
finding
this might go
loss
third map.
finding
T1 have been
Yeah, absolutely.
pretty...
They definitely need
T1 have been struggling with
to stop this C push from
T1 have been struggling with their
happening,
attack a lot.
Right? It feels like this is something that Bleed
On
have
this
been
map.
pressing for the past 2 to 3 rounds now, and it's been
Normally
ever so
they stack up
successful
like a pretty
for them.
solid defense.
The one that maybe has
But
gotten
they're
the
just giving
best
them free
chance of
kills.
defending it, possibly could have been Excret, just because he's able to just reposition, have the paranoia, also have Carpe smoke alongside him, but it looks like it's going to be Carpe to kind of hold things off. That being said, though, Psy player has now also acquired the operator in his hand and is looking to go for a challenge as he opens up the
There's
door.
some
to get a
mad
peek
sounds
through
going on
Mound.
outside
This
chat.
is the round that T1
No
has to
idea
win,
what's
right?
going
You
on.
got away with the outlaw, the
Aliens
rifles,
landing
tour
or
de
something.
force, but now you've invested every credit you have to getting that operator. If you lose here, I mean, we always criticize this as one of the weaknesses of a chamber composition on Lotus is if the operator is hitting, You can get real aggressive. You can get all the space you want. You still have a trademark to cover B site in one shape or another.
Yeah.
But if you can't hit the shots, then like we see right now, the Viper has to do everything in their power to be the anchor on the other side of the map.
Caution here.
And now so much time spent that T1, they're going to reset their defaults. They're just going to leave Saya to his own devices. He will just rendezvous out and empty the site.
This is a big round for T1.
Drone
If they lose this, they got no money.
Hides all the
Yeah,
way
and
to
it's a
the
free
end.
kill for
Lucy
Saya.
Guy doesn't expect this at all. But Rolling Thunder, it's meant to be a hit
Insta
onto the B
breach
side anyway.
or
The toxic
fade
screen
or
and the
hits
knife
the
will
guys
hold them off.
trying to
So
go
much
in.
decay. It's an easy kill for Excurin. Darion's still through. He has to
Yeah,
open
I
things
mean,
up.
at least it's
For
good
his
understand.
teammates, he gets the double. He was ready for the triple. He will not be given the opportunity as Izu.
No way.
Trying to find the shots on the members that are trademarked.
That's Darion's special
3v5.
for you. Saya player now has to just see the remains of his teammates on that B site. If he tries to go to C here with the op, I don't know how he's going to be able to isolate a couple of kills
Yeah,
here.
I mean,
Maybe
you're
a wall back
done
if he
here.
can.
Planted.
Durian, oh yeah, there was a smoke just, you know.
Dude,
kinda
Darion's
there, so
Darion's fragging up pretty
Saya,
heavy here.
he's- I don't know if he's feeling
Getting a
lucky
lot of
here.
impact
He
kills.
does have a headhunter to kind of follow up with shots, but yeah, he's just backing away.
Yeah, I mean, if he had gotten one kill, whether the spike was planted or not, then maybe he continues pushing through if
Yeah.
he's feeling it. But otherwise, I mean, this is such a neck-and-neck game. You just finally invested heavily into that operator. You need to make sure it's saved over. And so, Bleed, they will get
Yeah, I
this
mean,
round,
Bleed
but
had
it's gonna
dominated
be
them
the
so
Neon
much
going
that
on the
they're
head.
all about to
Credits
be
are
on
saved.
9k.
Darion,
Everyone,
2
they got
points
4
away
people
from
that
his
hit
ultimate, then
8k.
You know that the operator's there.
Basically.
If they can take this down, it gets so much easier. But Saya, not one to miss that shot.
Yeah, and they're so far away that they can't really kind of go for the flank, go for the backstab if ever, especially with the spike already exploding. But overall, a pretty good round here from Bleed because of that impressive play from Dorian. It actually looks like it was about to backfire on them, maybe even force them to go Baby Door back into the A site where Saya player still has great positioning with his op, but then Durian just does something like this.
Yeah, then they both just keep their positioning spaced as well after they've been marked by the trademark. So Bleed continuing the lead 5-3. Saya
T1
player
out?
still
I
holding
mean,
up the
yeah, they're
operator,
both
but
out,
there's
man.
Not much else firepower here for T1. It's going to be the op over on the C side now with no pit. They need something to be able to hold on to that side of the map. The rest of them looking to control rubble with utility.
They're very considerate, I think, of where the op is gonna show itself. I think they're just waiting for that piece of content or piece of information first before they really try to do anything. Now they are gonna go for that special to start using map. I wonder if they have the distance with this drone to actually spot Saya player out.
They're just going to close in on it and spam it. Yeah, and now he's been marked.
But Saya's having a rough time. We said he would, but
realized Izu was close. It's going to be Darion. He gets right
Pretty-
by
oh my God, wait, what?
The flashes, it's too much. Darion was meant to open up the site. But
yeah, and
now,
that's it's
that
like a
attack
free
lost.
gun delivery,
Has to use
basically.
the door at least just to relieve the pressure.
Now what?
Still 50 seconds, so Bleed have time, but they don't have the speed to break into a site anymore.
That's true. They also committed a bit of utility into that one as well. Flash has been expended, Paranoia as well from Scary.
They gotta
as
open
well
the door.
from Zest. So they're just going to have to re-hit this and hopefully have the weaponry to actually fire back. But look at this crossfire between Izu, Carpe, and even Sai player who's going for that long angle right now. Saya's going to show himself first, but look at that clear on to Izu. Step in the right direction right now for them. Carpe's around the corner, backs away into the wall. 15 seconds. They are making this very workable, and it's going to be very close. What a shot from Saya player and Zest. He's actually down. The Paranoia hits.
Yeah, I mean, they actually made it pretty
Blinded,
doable
just
considering
doesn't know
the
where to hide. He actually
initial
just finds
hit
the best
got
position
shut
he
down.
possibly could have while blinded, but still not gonna be
Bleed
enough
got to
of a
open the
distance.
door there and create pressure over
Nice
towards
shots from
B.
Saya player marking 3 kills on the
As soon as that
round
fade out goes
to
out and clears
save
B,
that
they got to
from
create the
disaster.
pressure.
The recon wasn't cleared fast enough.
Otherwise, there's gonna be 4 people here like there was.
Carpe. Another nice shot just to hold on to the site.
Wow, he dodges the bullet too at 32 HP. That is phenomenal from Saya player here, and they bring themselves a step closer. Bleed though, they only lost Durian that last round to really reduce their capabilities, but now he's back. Oh, okay, after shot or fault line use just to slow them down a tinge. a little bit.
Just to make sure that they can have full mount control. Turret just to watch the back. They know that if there is going to be a lurk, it's going to be slow since it's a chamber.
Second game today? No,
What
only
they
one.
don't realize, I think, is that there have been 1 or 2 rounds that T1 has completely pushed it around, like Saya's players looking to do right now, and that already gives T1 enough information. So Bleed may not have as much leisure as they might imagine, because Saya is not a opper who sits back. This guy will take fights, he'll take angles any day of the week.
Yeah.
And that's why T1 right now, no reason to move, pinch ready to block Bleed from entering the site on A.
100%. With that being said, though, it's not
The
gonna stop
aliens,
Bleed from
bro.
pushing into
Can you
this
hear
A
it?
site
I'll
at all, especially when they have so many
you guys will hear it soon.
Look
It's
at
so
that
loud.
paranoia. The conversion for Durion's only going to be good for the one. Stacks help him out, but this backside is going to be Bleed. Stacks, though, what heroics as he stops the push coming in from A main. This lowers the numbers of Bleed, but they are still holding on to the side. 2 versus 2. Stacks and Saya player. Operator in hand. He's waiting. Oh, is he going to get scary here? Timing.
Saya's waiting for it. Scary's wary of it as well, but just an inch. And Saya finds it.
Yeah,
Stacks
this is
takes
much
down
better
his
from
old
them,
teammate,
especially Stacks
and
here.
that will be T1 looking to tie
I feel like
things
the
up 5
actual
to
hits
5.
from Bleed don't look too
Wow.
bad.
What a retake. What a hold for T1 here. Stacks able to stop, stem the quote-unquote bleeding here of their opponents into the site. Sure, there was a lot of pressure on Easy to really hold him off, and he did, and that gave, look at this, side player time. Bleed players were all looking at Izu, and somehow manages to sneak one in. A very, very stellar play there from the
Yeah,
newest
I mean,
member of T1.
No, Kevin, please.
Oh, earlier I heard him
Caution
say,
here.
"Good job, Kevin." Now
Caution.
it's
Uh-oh.
Kevin, please. I mean, I don't know. Make up your mind, Stacks.
Now,
Give me the
swallow your
chance.
fear.
All in good fun, I'm sure. They were laughing their heads off earlier. So
Oh, yeah.
T1 is trying to keep up the vibes. And Darion going to go in with the overdrive relay bolt just to clear out one side. He spots 2, but he's not able to finish up either. Izu holds the trigger. Blocks
Yeah,
the entire
using that
flood
ult
in.
back over
Holds
towards
on
C
to the
makes
site
sense after this
alongside
one.
Carpe.
Okay, Scary. 1 versus 4.
You never want to be
He
using the
has
ult like
his ultimate.
Wing at
If he
people.
he's probably waiting for
You
his smoke first.
always want to be
right?
using the
Get
ult on
the-
some kind
get
of
the
like
spike and
wide
then TP
path.
to
Like Jules
C.
like over towards C make all the
Nice.
sense.
I mean, listen, it's
Like
3
you like
sides.
wide jaw.
You're right. He has
You can
his
wide
ult.
jaw unless
I
they're back
mean,
of sight
deja
here.
vu.
On A a lot of the time you got to
It's
go
almost
through
been a
this
year,
choke,
it's
so
just
you're
in
normally
time.
caught out W king. So
We'll
not the
see.
best site to
Scary
hit with the ult.
has plenty of
Much
time
easier shot to
just
hit.
to work each angle one by one.
Yeah.
If they had some more util
But
behind
like
it,
you
I'd be
said,
alright.
the real
But
question is, can you get the spike? I mean, Excurate, his eyes are trained on it.
There it is. Second smoke. Available.
Does he do it? He's not
use
gonna
the
spend
slides
any
early as well.
over
Yeah,
on
that's
Heaven.
some help.
30 seconds left.
He's just going to look for that one opportunity to try to get the spike. TP out.
Seconds.
Oh,
Yeah, I
he's
mean,
gonna push
this
up
is the
off
Lotus
smoke.
version of it, man.
He wants to dwindle the
Got
numbers
his
down
ult.
as much as possible. He's got to be ready
There's
for it.
one.
No, it's too
Got your
wide.
ult. 15
Scary
seconds.
just
Let's
holds
see it
close,
again.
But they're already in the smoke. He's ready for it, but they swing out as soon as they hear the jumps. A T1.
No time.
will
That's
safely
what we fought
defend
last
the round.
time.
Yeah.
Last round.
Don't count 'em
Stellar
out.
holds throughout by T1. Gotta love that presence to just, again, look at this. The fault line didn't even connect onto Izu, and he backs away to dodge the initial zaps from Durion, and he still somehow
Even
manages
prep,
to
yeah.
play calmly
Incredible.
in that stressful 3 versus 1 to, well, get the 3 kills.
Yeah, and
Incredible
now
stuff.
Showstopper online and ready for Izu as well. 13, 9, and 3, top of the scoreboard here in the server. Looking to make it a 7-5 clear advantage for T1 in the half. Otherwise, gets tied up. I mean, Bleed could be smiling going into the later half.
Side player, same thing that he did on the last round, which is to just hold a farther angle in. But he is a little bit farther away from his TP. He does get spotted by this, but they're not willing to really fight him against a tour de force. It's going to be a very close one. The drone gets straight up into his face, but the Saya player
Everyone's trying to take him out.
What in the world? I mean, they even gave him the respect. They knew that he would stand fight, but no time to mull about that as the showstopper comes through. He tracks the neon. He waits for the slide.
Okay,
The
I mean,
patience from
T1 look
Izu.
way. Dude, this is
Oh,
literally just a
Bleed.
timeout to tell
Every
T1 to
single
just like
choice they made, it all falls
lock in a
apart.
little bit
Scary
more.
now trapped. Gets her back right through the
It
smoke.
went from playing
Trying to
loose
fish
to
for the kill
everyone's
on
playing
Izu.
together.
Gets it somehow.
Wait, what?
Okay.
What is this game?
There's a smoke
I
there,
was
bro.
about to say it runs in the T1 family, but I guess it just runs in this entire game. How good they are at just tracking these shots.
Lockdown available. T1, I mean, they're going to have to give it up.
Scrap,
They
what are
already
you going
have
for?
the flank covered. They are already holding on to A. Connect,
Oh,
but
no
Ratla
way.
gets the
Enemy
kill.
remaining.
Carpe just barely staying alive. The smoke comes out. Ratla's through it.
I got the spike.
Clears the site. A 1v1 alarm bot down. Carpe is going to get spotted.
Oh, he went to
He's trying
spam the
walk
ult?
through
Oh,
it.
okay, is
And
this
one
kinda
pops
legit?
Just for time as well.
Planted.
He could go for heaven, but he wants to go for this straight up fight. Redless got a position.
And
What a
he
spot.
gets the shot.
2v5? They're
What
losing
a
some
clutch.
insane rounds on
Red Bull
this
clutch
one.
coming in for Ratla over on Bleed to tie
Did it
things
back
up
to
6-6.
they lost two 2v5s?
And I just love that all 10 players today. All
I
the
mean, one was
pressure
a
off their
3v5,
backs,
right? The one over
Nothing
towards
to
B,
lose
that's
here,
not
just
as bad, I
showing
guess.
The full potential that they've had.
Pretty sure there's
These are moments. These are
pretty
highlights,
sure
these
there's
are
some other
rounds
bad
that I
rounds
think
in
every
there, but
fan was waiting to see from all these players all year.
Yeah, absolutely. I was about to say that as well. This has probably been my favorite round of this entire series. Everybody was just popping off on all cylinders. The
Rattler? Yeah,
reason
dude,
why
he's
they
going for the
got,
contract, man.
you know, recognized as one of the best
Letting
players
his heart out.
is showcased in that one round, right? Scary, great intuition. Saya player, insane calmness and threat underneath all of that pressure from the util that was spread up in front of him, even when the drone was just tracking him, did not phase him whatsoever. It's just incredible.
That's actually an incredible drawing of Zest on that fan side as well. But yeah, these are just
that?
the game sense coming alive. I mean, we even saw Saya, of course,
Enemy
battling
remaining.
out the drone, trying to mark him for as long as possible. I mean, this was all just individual peak performances from each of the members. And now we start the second half back to square one, tied up 6-6. Bleed Esports trying to take us to Ascent on the third map.
Instinct, yeah, I
Otherwise,
mean, he's
T1
just
will be rounding
shooting
out
the
their
corner
season
angles.
with an extra victory.
We're holding the smoke in case they push through
Part
it.
of the forces of T1
Actually, two of them.
going to be looking to anything kind of out of nowhere there. No, it's the same. I was about to think that maybe someone brings in a frenzy or something to kind of mix things up. It might have been even Durian on the defensive.
This would have to be one of the
That being
better
said,
T1
There
offs
is
that we've
a
seen for them
lot
to take
of
this.
counter
They normally
utility
average
from
like
Bleed
4 on
here,
attack.
and it's only going to be, from the looks of it, Saya player peeking, hoping to get a shot, and he has a rendezvous to get out of harm's way.
Yeah, he has been slowed
Yeah,
down
I mean,
by
he has
the
the
relay bolt,
smoke.
because they don't find the
The
target
smoke to
immediately.
dodge the
Bleed
recon.
Esports just gonna back out. They hear the extra ghost as well. So crazy guy, he's gonna take some shots from the sheriff.
Yeah,
Now he's gonna back out. Spike's still not picked
They
up
might
from
not
T1.
expect
They
Saya this
just want
close.
to inch forward. Saya, he is way ahead right now. But
Now
he
what?
gets in for free. He absolutely threads the needle. Finds an opening where Bleed
Oh,
is
no.
not checking
Oh,
the
no.
open
Carpe,
spots.
dude,
Now
you
though,
don't
with
need
the
to
touch
join
screen
him.
up, okay, if they get this go, well, actually, it might not even matter. Carpe stays alive. This is perfect
What
for
is
Saya
this?
player, by the way. This completely sells the dig all the way deep into enemy territory.
Yep.
See if Saya's ready
Well,
for it.
how
Here's
many
some
does
footsteps
Saya
on the
get
map.
here?
Meanwhile, Carpe's just trying to keep them distracted for the main force to come through. Saya lets one pass. He gets the kill. He
knows.
hears the second footsteps. Ready for it. They want to go for the double swing. There's the slide. He cannot track it all the way.
it's a nice overwhelm over the
man.
side
And
though.
this is
I mean,
four
how
players
you
to
ever
the
meant
two
to
of
kill that?
Bleed. This is not looking too good, and you're absolutely right. They were able to sell that push through by Saya player. Now Durian and Retla
Swing, yeah,
using
swing was
this
great. It
wall
was a lovely
to
double
inch
peek.
ever so closely to Rubble just to see if anybody's there, but no, all players of T1 now nestled in to this A site. They might realize this as Durian is coming around the corner right now. Retla
Last
does
player
not win that fight
standing.
against Izu, and it's all down to the... Oh, can he do it? Oh,
Take it
first
out.
shot in.
Gotta
2
go.
versus 1. Dashes right through. Gets the first contact. Does not have a stun. Has to deal with stacks. Blind.
Some of the rounds
drawing
that
contact,
T1
gonna
have been
lose it,
losing,
and
I actually
T1
thought this
take the
one might
round.
be
I mean,
might be
Saya
doable.
is just getting way ahead of everybody,
Really
and then
is.
Carpe getting that kill. Quite
okay,
frankly, what I was going
Bleed,
to say was
get a
Carpe
double
even,
pistol on
even
this
if he
one.
just dies there, it would have still sold Saya.
Sorry,
player not
T1
being
get a
all the
double
way deep
pistol on
right
this one.
quickly. It would
So
have
what
just been
was
Bleed
the
assuming,
pistols
hey,
at the
we got
beginning?
guy who was trying to go through
Trying
on
to
alert.
remember.
We should be safe.
Did T1 not want
So
all the
T1
pistols?
playing to perfection as soon as they have the opportunity. They hold on to the
enemy
site
I just fully wrong.
quite cleanly. Although Darian does his best. So now back in the lead. T1 a sigh of relief.
Oh, look at this. Super aggressive from Durian. Charging
Yeah, on the
in.
eco,
Oh,
just
wow,
absolutely
okay.
send it.
They're outnumbered,
Oh
and now
boy.
all the guns
Oh
are
boy,
being
the
run
classics.
exactly just backfiring right in front of
Why is,
2 versus 1.
why is the
or 3
person that is
versus 1
watching
rather,
B watching
double
C, and the
B.
person that's
And
watching
he's
B is
able to
watching?
almost get it, but not
Oh
enough
man,
HP. Not enough quickness, and somehow Bleed get the thrifty.
Everyone watching.
I mean, nice
thought we
round
were
from
gonna
Bleed.
have a highlight on our hands. 100%. It was Saya player. As soon as he whipped out that head under for the second kill, you all have to have been with me. You had to have thought it was happening, and boy, was he close. But Crazy Guy able to find the crosshair right on the target. And now Bleed.
3-1.
The Thrifty, they've got the rifles now. It's their round. It's their bonus. Trying to push through. Saya with the extra kills, only 2
Who's the
points
best
away from
Sunset
the
team for me?
divorce, and,
Heretics.
well, talk about spacing.
But
This
This is a
me,
this is a nasty
who
one.
do I actually
Oh,
think
boy.
played the
This feels
best
like an
ever
El Clasico.
Sunset?
Oh
I
my
think
gosh.
Paper X
from a
with
whole
Monette,
different game.
but
Oh,
Was just
no.
at the
missing his
moment,
auto snipers.
current teams,
well,
Heretics.
Okay,
Oh.
nobody gets killed actually, surprisingly.
Thank God for the rendezvous.
Well, backs out, but that should be the sign that, hey, there were 4 people on A. I think we should try to go quickly over to the C site. And T1, they will enter. Spike is in the site, but not safe for planting just yet. Saya, good for the trade with the headhunter. Red luck, not gonna get
wow.
2.
Surely not.
That's a Vandal picked up for
Oh
Izu.
man, these teams
Yeah,
just
he can
kill
start
me with
actually
how they
throwing
play
weapons
some of
to
these
his own
rounds,
teammates
bro.
too. I think that's 2 rifles right in front of him, but he can't reposition right now as the rest of Bleed are into the site itself. No cover for Izu here, and unfortunately for Carpe, can't really find the exit as well. It's all down to him, but he has full HP. Can he actually find some cover? Come around the corner if ever, but no. Scary Ryan on top just pops his head, and that's going to be retake. Done. Executed well by Bleed.
Nice and clean, using the drone. Zest swinging off of it on a timing as well, and then making sure to keep his distance around the corner. It's just a lot of individual heads up here on the retake after the first drone, covering for each other as well. So the comms looking better than ever for Bleed Esports. And T1, just a weaker weaponry, not helping their cause. They love Scary, making sure to check the smoke as well. He is one of the master controllers throughout the entire world. Now a timeout from Coach
Yeah, he's
Ligia.
some
Once again,
Yeah.
on a round win, but
Some
one that
interesting
might have looked
timeouts on
a
this.
little dicey.
That's fair, right? It looked like it was very possible. I wonder what's going into the discussion as
Yeah,
to why.
I don't know if I've ever seen Bleed able to smile during a timeout, because it's always been such a tough road for them.
Yeah.
Anytime they
That's
had to
actually
pause the
true.
game, it was
It
always
might
just
actually be
trying
the
to come
first ever
back
time we've
on
seen
that
them cracking
insurmountable
jokes in a
task.
timeout.
But they've been looking better and better. Again, of course, nothing to lose, so you know that this timeout isn't going to be one that changes
Probably the first
your
ever time I've
destiny,
seen them laugh
but
in full
perhaps
stop.
one that can change the brightness of the light at the end of the tunnel.
I used to flame them for having the
Bleed
anti-vibes.
has also been that team that has resurrected themselves, almost resurrected themselves from very high deficits, right? So something
Sure.
like this is very doable for a team like them, and at least in terms of experience and what they had to go through to kind of creep the rounds back.
See what they talked about, even Coach Ligia smiling during the timeout. I mean, listen, after their tough match,
Bro knows he
with
made the
Genji,
roster.
where they almost brought it all the way back in the third map. I ran into Coach Ligia, and he was just smiling, saying that he was
So
content, he was happy
T1,
that the players were
their
able to
big
play
fault
their
for this
game
year
finally with the
of
pressure
how
off their backs,
they
at
have been
least getting a
approaching the
chance to
attack
show what they got. Now
is
they have another
they
opportunity
just
to do
rely
so
so much
today.
on the op picks.
Saya player trapped
And when they
the
don't
relay
get them
bolt.
time runs out,
Odin
they force
keeps
over
it
towards the
pinned.
site, they get owned.
Marion's ready for it. He gives up
See
after
how this
taking
round
way too
goes.
much of a
There
hit,
goes
and
their,
that's just a spam through the wall. They heard
honestly,
the rendezvous, and Crazy Guy's on
that's
for
nice
it.
anti
Yeah, but that
though.
was just side player too, right?
Okay, so
Izu,
now the
Spear
timeout
tip
makes a
still
lot of sense. They
available,
get the
still
Odin,
able
they
to
know
really
that
do
here's money
something
for an
here.
op, they know he's
Even
going to be
brings out the
searching over
showstopper.
towards A
Unfortunately,
because
can't
that's
get
what they
to
do.
the higher
And
level
as soon
of C
as
here, and
he
Crazy
takes his
Guy.
TP, they know exactly where he's
Odin
going to be.
spam. 2
TPing
kills
too, so
right
they just
now.
Odin.
Not even needing to see anybody. That's what you want to. That's what you want
Yeah,
to see from him.
shout out to Bleed
Now
for the
Izu
anti on
all
this.
the way deep in. Now Bleed has to
Timeout
be
makes a lot of
quite
sense
aware
after
of
seeing
this, but
that.
not the exact position.
T1,
So you see them
similar,
suspecting
just
something
too
fishy around
readable for
waterfall,
stuff
so
they're
they will
doing, man.
go all the way around C Mound. T1 looking to defend in this post plant. The C's just to buy time. It is going to be able to
C's
separate
was
Darion.
incredible
Sax cannot
timing,
survive.
though.
He wants to try to reposition to a craftier position, but won't find the opening. Now more
Higher,
members
lower,
coming through.
kind
Zest
of.
is starting on the pinch all the way through waterfall. It's a double swing, but the spacing not quite good enough. But Crazy Guy
Odin
with
ace.
the ace.
Concentrate's over.
The Odin ace.
Yeah,
Steve
he's in
Pacific,
as well,
can we
man.
please
They're all
clip this
secure in their
highlight and
spots.
Tag Achilleos on all social media platforms. just in case you missed it.
Yeah, he loves the Odin.
Yeah, I mean,
With a
listen,
burning passion.
One day he'll learn the strength of this weapon, you know?
Oh
One day
my
he'll learn to
God.
Yeah,
love
that
it.
one's nice though.
But, I mean, first of all, the Rendezvous Wallbang, I thought that was a great setup. That one,
Oh, yeah.
full credit here to Bleed. But after that, it's just,
Look at this
it's just
stupid
there for the
gun.
trades.
Nice ace, bro.
The crazy guy returning here in stage 2, and showing what he had in store for us after that great run in Ascension last year.
Yo. Is it time for part 2?
You
No,
want to
Green
play
Jet's playing on
Red
B.
Flag?
Yeah, literally didn't see anyone.
No Odin spams on A. He is waiting for that quick rotation if ever they do get a catch onto Saya player here. Izu, somehow with all the kills that he's gotten, is halfway to his ultimate, but it's going to give Stacks that satisfaction to activate his Nightfall here. Is only really Retla holding them position. Backs away as the Prowler connects, and this is going to be a committance once again by T1 on the C site.
Okay.
Bleed.
Oh,
empty
they
the
get
site.
over
They have
towards
Hunter
site.
Shuri
Crazy
and
guy
Hunter
has-
Shamble.
Oh.
Nightfall being used a little early to try to push them back. Hunter
I
Shuri
like that.
trying to scout. Yeah, but the spike already goes through. So now, just trying to clear out, trying to get some tags, not finding any targets. Drone immediately, trying to position themselves for a deep lockdown at Waterfall.
Okay, Aftershock used this wall. This is not gonna get broken. I mean the lockdown. So they have to at least try to play greedy from the looks of it. Izu's just committing to that one, so he will fall down. X-Rit's gonna hold the site at the back by himself, leaving the 3 players. T1 here on Mount.
Not like that,
actually
man.
pays off as he gets
Not
2.
like
Cartman
that.
gets another one as well, and this is working gloriously for T1. No one's defusing the spike just yet. It's on default, so any Mount spammers can find him. But Scary fires back, and look at this. Carpe feeds off of that information. And
Yeah, I
gets
mean, the
round
Fade
in
all
for
created
T1.
pressure like they
Oh
were
my
over
God,
toward.
what?
Damn, it's
He
close.
knew! No.
He knew!
He
Yeah.
did not know.
He know.
There's
Sorry,
no
he knows.
way. He knows.
The Fade all creates pressure over towards shore, trying to make sure they use their Killjoy ult far
Please
back. It
show us
worked.
the
Maybe
180
you could
turnaround.
say that
was the most important one.
Bleed
It
should have
was
taken
these
some
kills
map
for
control
Carpe
before
and
they
X-Grid. It was that 180
Killjoy it.
turnaround. Sure of
they
himself
should
of
have.
where the event horizon of that spike explosion will end.
FIFA.
No! It's okay. Sick round though from T1.
There's no way he knew. That's insane. You're right. That is the most insane thing we've seen today. After all the craziness. Well,
Yes.
all right. Now let's slow things down a little bit. You know, classic rubble contention from Bleed. This is the Lotus we know and love. Orb taken on Mound. Step by step like a flowchart, but
they don't know the tech. Yeah, they really don't know
nice
the
and early,
tech,
so
man.
That's going to be a boon for
Don't
T1.
want to teach them the tech.
So, there's a lot of good
Look at the
ultimates
footsteps.
available right now
Look at the sound
for
on the minimap.
T1 if they get access to the site. The Viper's Pit is there.
Oh,
We're
you
very
told me this
close
is going
into the
overtime.
showstopper. Oh,
Dude,
Saya player though,
you want to cook, man.
he will not get hit by the Aftershock, but Scary might be able to
They
get off
don't
a
win
quick
this game.
couple of kills here with the Paranoia set in front of him. Oh boy. Oh, he might have actually had to need to use the Paranoia there.
Yeah, just trusting too much in the fault line, but Seth's
Yeah.
still alive, using the flash to try to get another opening, but he's decayed. It's just too tough. He's been tethered.
All
Now
they needed.
down to a 3v3. Now Bleed, they have already made the rotation, and there isn't too much time for T1. The Prowler, oh, with the run-and-gun spray!
It's so
Finds
stupid.
the head of
How's
Saya
that a
player.
headshot?
And now 2 members of T1 trapped in tree. Oh, nice swing out across the relay ball, keeps him trapped, and it's a nice pinch from Bretla. The team
Yeah,
wins
nicely
the
handled,
timing.
though.
It's all there for Bleed.
That's incredible. Absolutely monstrous. Separation because of the relay ball, and then just send it. Believe in yourself, believe in Redla, and they get kills almost simultaneously. Absolutely perfect. But this is the one that
Really
would've
think he's
actually
looking at the
ended the round
footstep
earlier
circle while
against
running
just
away.
that one Paranoia, man. But
The guy is,
he
bro.
trusted his teammate as well.
He
Hold line
literally
was good
is, yeah.
enough.
What else are you
I
gonna be looking
mean,
at?
You don't want to overcommit.
Not like
if you
it's
don't
his
know
first time on the
exactly
map
how
and he
many
needs to
there
look
are,
at where the
so
walls
fair.
are.
Yeah, it just goes for the fault line. But obviously the teammate's still able to close it out on that 2v2. Now Rolling Thunder
Oh,
still in the hands. And
Oh,
there's
no, wait.
Yoder. He repositions. The double slides are too strong. 15 HP. But he stays alive. That's what matters. Crazy guy there for the
Oh, no.
trade. And now the Rolling Thunder. They found all the targets. It's
Ah,
just
T1
T1
have-
completely
T1 have been
hurried into the
annihilated on
corner.
this.
And just like that, it's a Pulsar flawless.
This is
here for
really
BD
not helping
Sports.
their
That
attack
is
stats.
incredible.
Their
Bleed
attack
just
stats are
knew
absolutely in the bin, man.
exactly what was going to be the play there. I mean, even if there was nobody there, right, they would still at least get so much control off of Mount that they would know where T1 was going to be playing. This looked scary for Dorian as well, because he was not getting that quick kill that he was kind of hoping for from that ultimate of his. Thankfully enough, Crazy Guy was there, and of course the follow through with
the squad, trying to bring them together. Izu now on that primary duelist role. He's been looking more and more confident on it. But is it enough to wrap up this match?
we'll have to see though. In any case, right? T1's had a hard time dealing with these pocket positions for Bleed. It's usually, who was this? Durian and Scary that kind of just place themselves into spots where T1 wouldn't really expect, and then you just see an out of nowhere Paranoia coming out from, Paranoia from Scary, Zess as well with the fault line, and it's so tricky to try to deal with that, especially have it out as the Bleed, which is again a slide, a shrouded step out, so they have to be very careful with how they approach this if they go slowly.
Yeah, T1 have a better chance of winning this round just purely because they don't have an AWP.
Sends out the fast lane, making
So
it look
they'll
like
have
they're
an extra person that can
contending
actually
for
come
Rubble
and
control,
fight with
but
them.
all of this just to try to bait T1 into re-clearing, spending a lot of time, and then you still have Killjoy util for the delay. Now T1, not sure if they completely read through this, but they throw their own fake onto C, and they're ready to break through this. The Nanoswarm pops, Alarm Bot gets destroyed as well. Killjoy now down, and he's just trapped in tree. Darion gets pinched, but Scary here on the back of is good for two. He might even get the third off the aftershock.
He did a
He
lot.
waits patiently
Did a
for it,
lot
but
over
it's
towards
just
site.
too late as T1 are able to bulldoze through the site.
Problem is that
that
once
pop
T1 get enough
shot
money, they're
from,
getting that AWP out, and they're not going to do that again.
Kind of gave away that there was another player, or did give away that there was another player on that A site, as we saw immediately. Izu, as he realizes this, just sends himself to clear it out. If he dies or not, doesn't matter, as long as he can keep Durian preoccupied as the rest of T1 was slowly creeping in back into A. And by that point, it was just refrag upon refrag. Sure, there was some great utility there for Bleed to flush things out, and it looked like they might have lost control of the players coming outside of Tree, but somehow
They actually have a lot of ults.
And now once again,
And
the same fast lane,
the big
but this
buy
time
round
he
because
controls
Bleed have to
the range
eco.
from the neon side.
Bleed have to eco after this one, so
Just a little bit.
I'm going to see
Loaded
Izu's
on
Razor
the other
into this
side,
round.
though, so he'll feel safe behind the wall this
It's
time.
actually very doable for T1.
Crazy Guy
If they
during
stay away
all
from the
that
AWP and
takes
they
the
play these
He's got
runs
the Huntress Fury
together and
online,
just
ready for a retake. Pit
and a waterfall
and
some of their ults.
Showstopper available for T1. Do they send the Showstopper on the execute when it comes, or will they try their best to spread?
Yeah, they're planning ahead as well. They're going to
to
get
make sure
Fatal
they
at
have
one
all
point.
the power tools to hold the post plan.
And now this is a bit of a guessing game, right? Because there's no player from Bleed that's holding far enough into Rubble here, and no one is peeking as Bleed from A main, they're going to have to start hoping that they can keep track of where T1 is. Thankfully enough, yeah, Crazy Guy is there right for that exact reason, so that they can see if that A site rotate is going to be happening.
Is
They've only
this
sent
cool?
really stacked as well side player to start creeping things in, but
They're
the
trying
main
to-
forces of T1 still looking to actually go for.
Oh my gosh, the
Oh,
full
Omen,
send on the
Omen
fake
all
as well,
over
the
to
Prowler,
door to
and
check
then
if
the from
door
the
is
shadows from
clear.
T1. What a call. Showstopper used
Yeah.
for
30 seconds
insurance.
left.
You are no okay. He gets taken
Yeah,
down. So
but
that's
now what?
both ultimates now gone. Showstopper taken out, and it was the pit that was taken down as well from Carpe
So the
earlier.
ult's
can't
just going to
rotate.
stop the
Yeah,
plant.
fake
They
now
got to tap
biting
early.
them in the butt. Hunter's
no.
Fury comes out and the aftershock as well. You have to enter or empty that site entirely.
And now they're going to fast flood.
Timing now down to
And
10
Saya
seconds.
player's not on the
Sees
site.
just to keep Darian at bay, so the spike will go down. And Saya player, he's wrapping around. Can he get there in time? The recon comes out. Sax destroys it. T1, if they can just hold on until Saya gets there, but it's too late. He gets one kill, but he's been spotted, only good for 2. And Bleed will go up to that point.
Oh man, that
nice
blew up in
run
their
from
face. But Izu
Bleeds.
could not get the pick onto Durian. He had the showstopper, but Durian was just waiting.
Did
he was
T1
so
got one
confident he
of
was
that?
gonna get the kill, and he did.
They
And
got
that really lost
one of the
control
most
of that
interesting
C-site. You saw
attack
how
casts that I've
slow,
seen.
Scary was, or excuse me, not scary, but rather the Omen was into trying to get into the site and execute it. There you go. Unfortunately, just could not.
I don't think
try to,
T1 lacks firepower. I
make
think
them
they lack.
uncoordinated, right? It is
I think they lack
so
wanting to
uncharacteristic
use
of the
rifles and
Bleed that we've
having
seen throughout stage
just
1 and
normal
stage 2, and this is just looking
raiding.
so incredibly good for again, this team.
There's
Now
such
looking
a
into this
there's such a
round,
team
the
where they
buys
just
from
have
T1,
so many
it is so
offers.
segmented, and now Crazy Guy's back.
Yeah,
in
they
his
have
Odin.
they have
If they
literally
come out
3
to this one,
offers,
the Otis Bam is about to come through, and he might get a pick or two from the start.
they
of the
just love the
round.
gun too much.
Yeah, some damage done. Izu's all the way through, but there's a relay pull to Darion, just choosing to survive, but he is absolutely trapped and blinded. But everyone else is covered as well. He gains so much space. Excurid, good for the traits, but so is Saya player. Zest, good for a double. It is just Des all across Rubble as we go down to a 2v2. Rifles recovered for T1.
Okay, drone has been used as well from Crazy Guy, so no push just yet. Does not spot the two of them, side player and teammate coming in through A. Redless holding the doorway here, and he's got a good position, but he second guesses and thought that he might be a B push. Still, he does have the safety of that turret if they try to push in through this B site. So what is the choice right now? Crazy Guy will get hit by the Nightfall, then traces it back. Might be a kill here, but no. You just see side player slowly creeping into the side, jump up, and that's the catch that they needed.
Yeah, a bit risky, especially against the likes of Saya player. Also, not going to have the knife out for that extra speed either on that jump. So now a 1v2. T1 did use the Nightfall, so Bleed, they're already okay with that. But we'll see. Redla, he's done it before. He gets
Dude's
a
going
nice
for it again.
kill onto Saya player, unbeknownst, and he's
Damn, bro,
too
did he hit
low.
3?
Redla spams down
Did
through
he have
the wall,
3
forces him out into
1v2s?
the open,
Ah,
and
he's
that's the
secured
second
his
clutch of
spot,
the map for
surely.
Redla to
What more
close
does he have
things
to
out
do?
and bring us to a map 3.
What an insane timing for Redla to peek out. Didn't even know.
3 of
Player
them.
was just gobsmacked. He was just like, what just happened? You were supposed to be holding that angle.